your voice is
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out to Porch Fest. We want to thank our member and your neighbor, Kalina James, who is hosting us tonight. We are PanTones, and we are actually based right here in Mount Rainier, just 7 minutes away. So if you're interested in learning, please check us afterwards. We have about 45 minutes of music for you all. Just real quickly, these are steel pan instruments from the island of Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you. Yeah. A lot of us hail from different Caribbean islands, or we grew up here as well. But wherever we're from, this music, this instrument brings so many people together from many different cultures. You're going to hear us play all different styles of music. So we hope that you enjoy us this evening. And please remember, this is participatory music, right? So we want you to dance. If you know a song, Kurt will show you what to do, right? Please sing with us. Move with us. You can even come a little bit closer. I know Kurt, again, was inviting you to come closer, so please do. These instruments are very unique. So they are very interesting looking on the inside. So if you want to come on the sides and check them out, please do.
And I saw nobody moved.
Right. We'll try again later. They're still warming up.
Yeah.
Our next song is Oye Como Va. Our first song was Lala from Trinidad and Tobago's Asoka. Oye Como Va, written by Tito Puente. We're going to be singing in the middle of it. The words are very simple. Oye como va, mi ritmo, bueno pa gozar, mulata. Right? So when you hear us sing that, please sing with us. This is a fun tune. Thank you so much for coming out. We are PanTones again. Check us out on Instagram.
Welcome everyone. We are the PanTones, and we are Steel Orchestra from CAFE, which is the Cultural Academy for Excellence. We are based in Hyattsville, Maryland, which is right up the street, and we have kids classes, we have adult classes. This is the adult group, and thanks for coming out this afternoon. We have a couple more songs for you. I think our next song is Amazing Grace.
all for coming out. What a lovely audience.
Let's go!
Can you all hear me?
Yes!
All right, thank you. Just really quickly, anytime we have a chance to perform in front of an audience, we like to share a little bit about the family of instruments that you see in front of you. So like an orchestra has strings, percussion, woodwinds, and brass. The steel band has many different voices. So we have soprano voices, we have alto voices, tenor range, and we have bass voices. So we're going to introduce you to a bit of these sounds individually so you can hear what they sound like. So in the front, if you can raise your hand if you're playing the soprano voice, which we actually call tenor. Singers, they're the Beyoncés, the Kelly Clarksons, right? So they're going to play a little bit of the melody for us of a song we played earlier called Lala. Ready? Yes, Lala. Stuff from the intro. Double seconds, can you please raise your hands for us? Double seconds. We also have another lady, she switched the bass for this, but we usually have 3 double seconds. So the double seconds have a different function. They have a lower sound. They have 2 drums, you'll see. Their notes are a little bit larger, so they're more like our rhythm section. They play piano parts of what you would hear guitarists play. So they hold down harmony and part of the groove as well. So let's hear what double seconds are playing in Lala. Guitars over here, Mabel and Betty. 2 drums again. If you notice, there's the side, which we call the skirt, is a little bit longer, and their notes are a little bit larger. So you're going to hear a deeper sound from them, and they have a similar role to the double seconds, but they play lower notes. So let's hear what the guitars play. Over here. Yeah, I heard someone say super deep. That's what they should be called. So as you can see, this is a full oil barrel. We have 6 of them, and that is the raw material that all of these instruments are made from. Kalina is gonna play a bit of Lala, and later on you can come up and see what the notes look like, but she has 3 notes in each drum head. So let's hear a little bit of Kalina playing Lala. Arrangements. Each voice can play solo parts. They're very versatile. So I would encourage you to go online later and check out different steel bands and see what a lot of different ensembles and soloists are doing. Well, we're going to put that all together for you now that you've heard what they sound like individually. So here's just a little snippet of Lala, all together.
Okay. Our next song is Brazil, and I think I said earlier that Cafe was based in Hyattsville. They're actually in Mount Rainier, right up the street from you all. So we played Brazil, this song, for the first time last Christmas. So it's a bit of a repeat, but it's a nice, slow Latin type of song. So if you want to move your hips, tap your feet, you're welcome to. And then I think we said earlier, if you want to come a little bit closer, you're more than welcome to. Audience participation, we love it.